What's up, guys? So I know you guys are probably like, oh, well, Keith doesn't really do tackle reviews anymore. And I haven't. I've just acquired so much tackle and I did so many reviews back when we were doing our charity mystery box. I just haven't done reviews here lately. But I've got one for you. I had a company reach out to me and was like, hey man, if I send you a couple packs, would you mind, giving me a review? I'm like, sure, why not? So give me a second. I'll show you some of their stuff. I like their stuff. I like their stuff. So give me a second and I'll show you. So here we go. It is Backwater Tackle. They're actually getting ready to go through a rebranding phase. So their name's not going to be Backwater for long. Anyways, let me show you what they have to offer. Here we go. So guys, they've been like in business since January, but they've been making baits for a couple years. And so far, just from my first impression and looking at it, and I've looked at this stuff some, I haven't got to fish it yet, but I will here soon, especially their paddle tail here. They have several different styles of, body styles of paddle tails, but their paddle tail here, I'm going to use it as a chatterbait trailer. I'm going to turn it upside down and rig it because it allows it not to rise. If you rig your paddle tail upside down on a bladed jig, it will keep it down. If you rig it straight, it will make it rise some. But anyways, so far I love their packaging. I mean, they have a choking hazard on the back. I like these small packs. I like the small packs because they're easier to fit in my bag. So I can just take them like this instead of those big long packs. They fit in my bag a lot easier. But no, these things are nice. They're super nice. Give me a second and I'll show y'all some of the plastics. So check it out. Here's one of their crawls. I really like this crawl. I love their plastic. It's really tough. Looks really, really good. I mean, the stuff looks good. This is green pumpkin. I love the kind of small crawl, small claw presentation. You know what I mean? Because these here, they'll just flap into the water, but then you got that fat body so I can rig it with a 4/0 hook. If I can get away with the biggest hook I can, I do. I don't just go, oh, 3/0 hook for everything. No, I'm going to rig this with a 4/0 hook, Texas rig, or even on the back of a jig, and this thing will smack the bass. I love their plastic quality. It's super tough. I'm trying to tear it. I'm trying to tear it up. Super nice. It's actually really nice. Like, I will be honest, even though this stuff was free, I'll be honest and tell you if I think it's trash. I'm just that kind of creator. I'm not one of those that just sugarcoats it. I'm not one of those that just, no. Because I've strayed away from the bait reviews just because I've been using a lot of like big name things. But this stuff is solid, man. Y'all are making an outstanding product. Another thing I noticed is that y'all use the right amount of worm oil. A lot of people, they don't use enough. The plastic soaks it up, and then by the time you get it, it's dry. These, they're not dry at all. They're perfect. And then I'm going to add my own scent to it, so I'm glad that it's unscented. I'm going to use bait fuel. Literally, it's the best on the market. I'm working on a video right now that's been taking me weeks to do because of like all the fishing and then going back and then fishing and then going back. If you have an oil-based product, it's junk. It does not work. That's just a little tip. I mean, the fish can't even smell it. Before y'all even see my other video, I'm just letting y'all know straight up. If you have an oil-based fish attractant, the fish can't even smell it because it doesn't mix with water. And all it does is float to the surface. But let me get back off that rant. These are absolutely flawless. Super tough. They're super nice people. If y'all are interested in going and picking some up for yourself, go to bwtackle.com. I'll have it posted right here on the thing. Super sweet. I love this color. I'm just gonna run them on chatterbaits, man. Just gonna run them on chatterbaits. I think it's flawless work. I don't see any air. Whether you have a vacuum chamber or not, I don't see any air. And that's something that I kind of like don't like to see is air in my baits. But all in all, this stuff is freaking solid. This stuff is a solid. Want me to give it an honest rating out of 10? I'll give it a 9. It's really good work. Because you got real clean lines with your shot that you did. Really clean work. I don't see any air. I'm using the light right now to look through it. I don't see any air. So if you don't have a vacuum chamber, you do a really good job. Because there's some guys, they're like, oh, I don't even have a vacuum chamber. But then whenever they told me that, I went back and looked at their baits and I can see air in it. I'm not a fan of that. Because then you don't have consistency and it's not going to be as tough. I don't care if you don't add salt or not. Salt has everything to do with the fall rate, but it makes it weaker. If you have air in your bait, let's say there's not a big fat air bubble, but let's say there's a big fat air bubble in this, it would tear easier. But there is a guy that's got quite a few followers, several thousand followers on here, who makes baits, and his have air in them, and they're not really anything special. But these, they're pretty solid. They're pretty solid. Backwater Tackle, I know you're changing your name, but thank you for sending these baits. I will be fishing them soon. I will be making a video of me fishing them soon. With the way our weather is and the way with the solar lunar cycle, I'm about to be throwing chatterbait. I'm about to be hammering some fish out again. I know I just posted a video on YouTube of me, fishing a chatterbait, but I'm about to be fishing one again because it's going to be the right thing. It's either that or a spinnerbait, but I could throw this on either one of them. I'm going to rig it upside down because then when the water comes, it won't lift the bait. The water will come over and it'll actually push it down. Little fun fact for those who didn't know. But yeah, these are flawless, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, these are sick, dude. I'm just looking at them. I'm really inspecting them, really looking them over. You got a really, really clean lines, really clean work. And I really like this mold design where it's kind of fat right here, but then it slenders down real quick. I mean, these are tough. Most of the time I usually tear one up just to test it, try to tear it, but I can't even tear these. Or if you squeeze on it real hard, it'll leave indentions if you didn't do a good job, if you didn't get your curing right. But this here is flawless. No, good job, bro. And thanks again for sending them to me. I'm so excited to fish them. I'm going to try them out, see how they do. I know this right here will get bit, and I know these paddle tails are going to work for perfect trailers. My favorite out of the two is going to be the chunkier one because it just fits better and it'll hold up better. I'm not as big of a fan of the slender ones just because they're harder to rig on straight. But these fat, juicy ones like this, they're going to rig up perfect. But no, bro, thank you again. Guys, go check out Backwater Tackle again. I'll have it in the description where you can find their stuff. Absolutely flawless work. They have these nice little compact packs. They have tons of different molds that they offer. Go check them out. Thank you for watching. Follow for more. I love you, and I'll see you next time.